Welcome, viewers all around the world. This is how I welcome you to another thrilling episode of Ellen Keister, the Real Talk Show. I am your beautiful host, Ellen Keister. For some reason, I feel good like I'm about to shake some tables tonight. I might be, considering my guest is a bit controversial. Nonetheless, my guest tonight is a popular singer who has been amongst the most consistent artists in the Sierra Leone music industry, with so many hit songs to his name, as well as international collaborations. He was part of the What Up Society in 97, Paradise Family in 99, and then Conscious Knowledge alongside the likes of Cayman and Harold Bone. However, in 2004, he started his solo career with Studio J Music and later moved to SKP Music. He was also the chairman of the Artists for Peace movement during 2007 elections in Sierra Leone. He's working on a new musical project which includes major collaborations. Stay with me as I will be introducing my guest shortly after this break.
Who knows what might happen tomorrow, next week, or even next year? But we do know that with Stacco Insurance, whatever the future brings, we'll be there when you need us most, with outstanding customer service and prompt payment of your claim. Fire, motor, general accident, marine, life and medical. For now and for tomorrow. Stacco Insurance, a passion for high standards.
Welcome back to Ellen Keister, the Real Talk Show. Of course, I'm super excited. Do you want to know who I have here with me today? I'm sure you do. He hasn't really been around for so long, but bring them come. But anyways, I go no further. Let me introduce my guest. He goes by the name Hassan Daramy. Clap, yeah. CeeJay Mark in the building. What up? CeeJay Mark, what's up?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine.
Oh, looking hot.
Oh, you can see.
I see, the bling bling. First of all, that double ring there first. Are you don't married?
Well, about to. Very soon.
It's about to. Ooh, okay, we're gonna talk about that Andy.
Okay.
But anyways, how everything? How have you been? How's life?
I thank God, life is good. Since the past 5 years, there's a lot of improvement, and work is good.
Okay.
Life in general is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me, I'm really, really even excited for getting there. So because like we say, for the past 5 years, you've been underneath the radar in a way. You understand? Even though you get sugar about mom song and stuff like that. But you, as a person, you haven't really been out and things like that. And I'm super excited. It's this real talk. We're gonna get real. We have so much to talk about. CeeJay Godin has not asked from way back. But don't be talk about What Up Society or anything and this. So definitely I don't want you to miss. But CeeJay, when we talk about a big artist, we talk about artist legend of Sierra Leone music. There's no way you name not the come up, which is good. But let's say from where you begin to now in the spotlight, how has it been for you? How you take how you enjoy them?
Yeah, for me, it's like, I'm doing something that I really, really love doing.
Okay.
And it's a blessing, for make you able for follow your dream and you see it actualize. So I thank God for it, And the music, my life is music.
Okay.
And music is me,
Really? So you enjoy them. So regardless of anything really happen right now.
Big time.
Salone music.
I think I'm in the right place. Like when you find yourself in the right place.
But you actually get people that like Una we start salone music we actually they give up salone music right about now.
Yeah.
You definitely to one panel, you're not gonna fall away from me.
Yeah, well, everybody get your own story, Okay. For me, I feel like there are other ways I could still be, influential in the music or contribute in the industry rather than just, running away.
Okay.
I might not be active at some point because you can't do this forever.
True.
But I could still want for use my experience and all the things that I learned for impact young artists and, shape the industry in my own possible way.
Oh, nice. I like that. So what are some of the challenges that we don't face from the time I begin to you now? Not so much about how the industry they go round and round. What are some of the challenges that we don't face?
Yeah, for me, I feel like the most difficult part don't pass.
Okay, which
as an artist, the time where you try to get yourself established, get yourself known, you know, get for make people know who you are as an artist and create that identity for yourself. I think that's the most difficult part because, like for me and the likes of the other guys that we all grew up in the industry, the time where we come, there was no industry. Music, I mean, literally, salon music not been a play. We've been getting the likes of Kaba Brothers, Steady Bongo, and of course Big Brother Jimmy. All of those people been there around. But like for an industry, we've not been getting complete and industry.
So not just young boys that we just come together, we begin sing. So now really just push.
Exactly. So when we start, when I go into music at a very early age, because if you check out the numbers that you call 1990, 1990, that's a long time. So once I discover, say this now waiting I good at and I waiting I want to do, I just jump into them, and at that time we get the likes of Cayman and a couple of other people. We decided to do the same thing. Of course, maybe other winners slayers, along the way, hook up with Camouflage, Cow, the Nero, YOK. All of those people don't do AB for you, that is Sarge. They don't do from the onset, but we were so determined that we can change the narrative of salon music at that time because nobody know what you for do music that time. Nobody know how to be an artist. You understand? And we will face a lot of challenge from families, from looking like, is it what you want to do? How you could do this? How they not believe say you go will make a change. So we'll be so confident and we push very, very hard. And within that period, the Paradise family came. Big Brother Jimmy carried Paradise family, and the whole thing changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you talk about likes of Cayman, the Camouflage, you talk about the other people there. Now during that process, they wanna actually develop and come together as one as a group, the What Up Society. Now during that time, they wanna get the group.
Yeah, well, the What Up Society, we start the What Up Society. At What Up Society, be known start before they meet Cayman and even Camo. What Up Society now been me, Slaves of X Project, Bondada, now they start Bodyguard Records. And also a friend winner K-Park, and also the other guy he late now already is it was the leader of the group winner Shaq G. Later Cow can join. So we been get a very formidable group where we been the sing and then the rap. Yeah. So
you just mentioned when I go to Paradise family, now all go together or on the way some people then drop?
With transit, we moved from What Up Society. There was a particular group where they set up na Lumley at that time. One studio been Sai studio and Stress Inc. We start from Stress Inc. We divide ourselves into groups. The one that we sing formed in groups, and the one that we rap formed in groups. So we start to develop something from there before actually Paradise family come. Then we go Paradise family. Then Jimmy B was like, okay, I like you guys. I can work with you guys. So he said we all in different groups. Like exactly what we do during the stressing period. So I think from that point everything just shoot.
And then CeeJay was born, in other words. Even though I've been doing small, but after that,
we will do one small.
Yeah, but don't begin on the bigger scale.
like na area and other places, we are known within the community, within that Sanders Street, Taken St. John.
So that we commit that.
Of course.
Okay, but then now salon una exposed to
doing Paradise family, then the whole country get for really.
Okay, so how long did the Paradise family for? You will recall?
A short period, like a year enough.
A year. What's up your first single when you did Paradise family?
The first single was Africa. Yeah, Africa.
But when somebody joined a label, for example, normally the contract will go for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, but you say you did it for 1 year. What's up the issue of why you left Paradise family?
Well, we do it. We were part of the compilation. After the compilation, the label decided to do separate album for few artists. So we were selected among the few artists. So after we don't do the compilation done, we do the album. we record an album. So now doing that album, because we've been plenty in a paradise,
Okay.
there were so many other artists. We basically need chance for record an album.
Okay.
So during that period, we feel like, okay, we can move on and decide to go solo and do your own thing on your own. So that's exactly what happened.
So when you do that, you go to another label, or now you be the fund yourself at the time?
Yeah, well, we after Paradise Family, everybody been at some point we all just scatter. Came and go Guinea, maybe Netong, while we go China.
Okay.
And also what I gave me the which we Harold, instead of go Guinea.
Okay.
So that's when me and Camouflage can hook up and form a very strong relationship. So when Charles Ostloff came, then we start the project with Charles Ostloff on that studio music.
And things like that. Okay. So you say came and go about in business, you and Camouflage. But you guys will also be a group though. Now be just CeeJay and Camouflage.
No, me and Camouflage also be a group.
Okay.
We just, like brothers and friends.
All right. So you talk about the industry as far as like then the one begins. I know few artists them, of course, we begin then. Can always talk and say, no, do on the hard way, like from cassette, from even when I go to studio, and I go for stop, and I rewind or something like that. And now, we didn't have this social media era. So in other words, if we look the years, there's so many years when I don't in at the game. How they see Sierra Leone music. We make ask you now because we have so much to talk about. You're on a different level now. I'm going to break it. You understand? I get to get the exclusive. However, the salon music now where you see, you feel like for say you guys did good. I mean, I know some are born the music up and that way, but una young time, forget about the social media and everything else. You feel like for say una do Sierra Leone music justice compared to waiting to happen now?
Yeah, I think we did. We did. The problem is I go let people in for understand that the fact that then telling we were very young. We come at the limelight. Just some of we been there under 20.
Okay.
Some just early 20s, like very very young. And 2004, from 2000 to 2004, the kind of attention we get being so huge. And the industry not being like gets a setup, a system not being there. So it been there on us. You got to deal with the new attention as a celebrity, as young as you are. Then you got to deal with putting yourself together. You got to deal with forming, a management. So now that everything starts, where artists begin to take up on themselves because, we don't meet them. Okay. Like the likes of what's happening in Nigeria right now, everything is set already. Okay. So then come, then follow suit. That's it.
So definitely now I won't tell you music, put it that way.
You can say that.
All right. I have CeeJay Mark with me. Don't go anywhere because I'll be right back after this.
So let's watch The Real Talk with Aline TV show by our very own daughter of Sierra Leone, Aline Keister.
Welcome back to Aline Keister, The Real Talk show. Of course, if you just walked in, I have CeeJay Mark in the building. My chocolate love is safe. Hey, I don't want to sing. Voice can't sue me for the music, but anyways, the chocolate boy is here, looking fly, looking hard. Of course, we'll talk about salon music. There is no way you go talk about salon music and not mention CeeJay in name because you don't get so many hits. Of course, and still they push, and new artists and they come up. I just ask and just not like if you feel sit and do Sierra Leone music justice. Of course, I know, but I go just want for Yei from them because the new one, the way they come up, they feel like now they don't begin to do things and things like that. So it goes to the next question I would say is how you feel about the upcoming artists then. I don't know if you say because I got to ask you about that, I was going to discuss it, but right now I say upcoming artists them. How you feel about them new one them?
I feel good, Okay. I mean, if people they pick up from Usauna, some of they left, then which means you're doing a good job. I just feel like there are a lot of challenges now than before.
Okay.
In the industry, and as an industry, we need to fix that.
When you say now than before, can you just break it down? Like, what do you deserve for say the challenge?
Of course, we all know there's no secret to it. We have like 20 to 30% of Sierra Leonean music, even less than that.
Okay.
Like 15 to 10% of we country music where they play in our country. So that alone in itself is a big problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you nobody's making money out of it. Like say now Nigerian music don't dominate. We'll get there. You talk about on your own days them, even though nobody do by on ourselves. But one of the major things that the legends, I call the veterans the legends, when they talk about is una be used for make money, then turning the royalties. I mean cassette sellers, waiting I don't forget the name.
CSA, yes.
CSA una be used for make money. And now within the process, then they all stop. Waiting caused that problem.
Yeah, times change, things change. And the issue, not just alone, is everywhere. People know they sell cassettes and CD again at the world. Now we as an industry able to meet up with what's they happen at the rest of the world. Okay. You understand? Especially in Nigeria, I can always make reference to them because I go there all the time and I see what's they happen. I think few of the mistakes that they make in response to that are the fact that most of we YouTube channels and social media angles that we use in salone, we're not getting anything for them. Okay. You can get the likes. So those are areas that we need for fix. Make sure say we get them proper. Okay. So we could divert our attention, making money from social media. Exactly. Like so right now, as an artist, you can't sell your record like this. You get to sell your record on the streaming platforms them. So if you're not fixing well, then you have no chance. Okay. So I think now they will concentrate. But
not so una all actually don't get on the social media era because I still feel like for say some artists not even get on it yet. And then they wonder waiting where make the new school music and different go around because it's social media, on WhatsApp, things like that. Some legends, veterans. I don't think everybody's on social media. So why make them still day backwards?
Yeah, when you get their particular legends, artists that we right now just they are not active to start with. So you understand? And a few were active. And we can only feel we're active responsible for not stepping up. Okay. You understand? The fact that you're active, that's the new way now. You get follow it in the happen at the moment. Okay. But having said that, I feel like waiting not to motivate some of the older artists, they will not go too much into that. They not see there's benefit from it at the moment. Okay. Because honestly, if you don't do that again for 5, 10, 15 years with all of that kind of attention, used to be in a situation where you go sometimes, for so long. So waiting the interest you now is something way meaningful. It's not just about the hype anymore. Bam, that's it.
So for the money right now.
That's it.
Another issue, I bring it up because you're not the chairman for Artists for Peace and things like that. The other major issue the fans and they say is the political aspect of for say most of UNA ended up being political, taking sides. So they feel like that's what affected Sierra Leone music. You feel so? I know say you actually did at the organization or the movements where it's non-political, now they go preach peace and things like that. But personally, as CeeJay, you feel say then they also affect the music?
In some sense, it does because the perception, the way people perceive them as Sierra Leoneans is different. Okay. Sometimes we copy within the happen a different part of Africa, especially Nigeria. But Nigeria, Davido can go sing for him uncle or whoever. They understand that after election, everybody go back about in business. But we know they take and so now. The way they practice politics is different. So me particularly choose for stay neutral since get the opportunity for belong or join anybody at every given time, but I choose for stay neutral. So And at the same time, don't forget to say everybody get it right also for belong if you want for belong.
Yeah,
That's your
definitely.
choice.
Okay.
The only thing, politics not for day ahead of your career as an artist.
Okay.
You know, after election, everybody forget about it and go back, and
Oh,
continue doing music.
all right. In your small little research, where I do, I don't talk to the Cardineros, the York Sevens, and of course, I don't talk to, I don't bring issues of beef and things like that. Where some people in Fisina also affect the industry, the beefing and things like that. But Omar, they say hip hop. But then I remember York in an interview saying, not a real, it only happened beforehand, and I cancel the part where you've been team up with the Caymans, the camouflage, and things like that. You just say, okay, Cayman go Guinea, I was stuck with camouflage. But your research tell me otherwise. Say it was a lot of drama within you guys. I don't know if not the ego thing, but the competition. So from the brotherhood, it end up being like this competitors and things like that. To the point where I mean, I hear a lot, so don't be surprised if they don't go back. I bring come up because I'm getting there. People then begin think like for say, oh well, CJ, especially you and Kema, for example, um, issues happen. He went about his business. You guys teamed up, camouflage, CeeJay Mark teamed up, but then people they talk say you say well, not what you say per se, but in other words, people then say, Keman, tip you lock, and things like that. And then it could have been a coincidence. And then all of a sudden, boom, CJ released this song, One Day Meet Him Go Cap. You really feel so that they happen like during the time when the struggle where came out with the boom on the level and when I've been so and then they sing stone them, then they can't then also nothing. I don't follow celebrities for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know, so it's not new to me. Just now people didn't feel saying you, but I can say your songs word for word, I can sing it because now we go up now make with Lexa no music. But going back to the question, you really feel that be happen like it was some spiritual stuff that make him and blow and then Una just left in.
Yeah, well, first of all, I think now question I do it all the time. Like always,
really?
people get to ask you. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And sometimes people make up stories about what they don't understand. You know, um, me and K-Man, like we've been, brothers since day one. We grew up musically together. Apart from my own brother Slays, my own like real brother Slays. I think the closest people to me in the industry now K-Man, Camouflage, before later Wide, and people know. So, but after we release the first or second album, I think we get bigger and we go apart. It's not like there's never a song or incident or any interview or any confrontation between any of us.
I mean,
Me
physically
or
not,
K-Man.
but musically, they go shade at each other.
The industry is just like that. You put song, it's exactly what they're doing with Davido and Wizkid. You put song, then they put song hit. We are all singers, and before you know it, people started comparing the two of you. And if you allow that for get into your head, that's it. So for me, I value relationship. That's how I don't keep myself this long at the industry. So no matter what, I might be wrong, I might be right, but the bottom line is I always try for make sure I keep the relationship because I don't believe in that. I believe in healthy competition. It has to be content, music. Let's compete on that basis, not to, word or battle or this. So going back to the question, me and Keman, we are friends. Even previously, Camouflage did a video where they were to do together. I was there. I helped direct in the process. Keman and Camouflage. We took pictures. We hung out. We had fun, and everybody go about in business. Just that now, people expect for see now to glue and stick like when I used to when I come up. And those days don't pass. Everybody's busy now. He's a family man. Myself, get my own things than what I do. So you wait for the right opportunity for when I meet up. Sometimes on the phone when I say hi, and that's it.
So yeah, and with Keman, like I actually will ask you that if I say, do you wake up in the morning and say, hey, Keman, what's up? Or like where you just said I wanna meet. No more on they talk.
Well, yeah, mostly. Sometimes we go on the phone, we talk, we communicate, but most times, but it's obvious that when we see, I'm telling you, if 200 people there, 500 artists there, if I did it, came and did it, no matter whoever they camouflage it, we are together. We stick. That's it. That not change.
But
And
then
the
for the
idea,
icing of men though, because deep down I know they really gel like that, but
no, we
because people
cool.
they expect to not for it together, we get for them because we want for pose. Is that what's
We
happening?
cool. We actually cool. We actually cool. We talk.
That's not what I
On a
heard.
not on a regular basis, like we
No,
used
it's
to.
a small beef in the honest.
No, there's no beef. Let me bring this back again to where everything is, as far as I'm concerned. It start from, one day me time go come the music. That music is just a music. I just get inspiration. I just get this feeling like, I for making me, because most times people say you sing music, it's just love music you sing. That's, they know you for. But I just get this feeling like, okay, let me do something. We go touch people then. And I believe say everybody in your own corner must get a situation where they feel. So I put the music up. And in fact, the very music came out was featured on the music, on the song. So, but after the song come up, people passive and differently. CeeJay, you know get luck. Hey CeeJay, it is so far. Hey, now make you sing this song. And that perception took me like few years for me to clear that. Because now they go a very long way. Okay. You understand? And I thank God
you're sure within yourself, you not feel that way that you never said it.
I never said anything in connection.
Like say, I just people then because of the words, the lyrics, and just assume.
That's clear. Okay. That's clear. Right. So, but most times because you don't go out that much, you don't talk too much. People don't understand. They don't. I'm glad for this opportunity anyway for me to explain the meal side of it and let people understand the truth behind it.
All right. Yeah. So one day we meet him go cover as well. It is just a song, like you just talk say these are just songs. Another issue, I'm coming back now to this new school, old school thing. Because when make they ask, especially Una, because the fans are talking, Una said they talk, the younger ones and they talk. Old school, new school. Do you like this idea of old school and new school? You consider yourself an old school artist?
No, I don't like that idea.
Okay.
No way.
Okay, so you're not old school artist?
I think you could call me experienced and, and matured, whatever name you could put to it. But I don't like the idea of old school and new school. It's supposed to be an industry. An industry is, made up of old and new. That's it. You understand? Experience and inexperience. It's like you're telling the mama where they go college in picking up for go class 1. They for quit school because in picking up they can go school. That's what you're saying. You understand? For the old school and new school, una for left now and that's it. For me, it doesn't make any sense. Okay. If we take example from what's happened in Nigeria, there are new artists that are coming up every now and then. And the old one they still they do their thing. JJ. The industry is open for content. Who that get content, you put them, whether you old or new, bam. It's supposed to be an open playground for upcoming, young, old. Okay. And not for be a rule set up for particular set of people. So I think that they affect the industry or they affect the industry.
I just in some kind of way. Say that part of the issues in the industry currently.
I think so too. It's not supposed to be old school or new school. It's supposed to be an industry. And the only thing missing, as far as I'm concerned, now the industry, we're going to make the difference. Instead of old school and new school, we're supposed to get a mainstream industry. Mainstream industry, we're going to make a difference. If now a 5-year-old bobo able hits the note with content, we standard enough for reach the mainstream, then you're up there. But no matter how old you are or how long you don't take in the industry, if you can't meet up the standard, then you drop. Right. So I think that standard we for set for make a change or for make a difference. Then we started pointing fingers at then a young one and not for sing or me an old one now.
So now you talk about standard. You being a veteran, you being a hit maker. You don't start with that, with yourself, with your project, because they say charity begins at home. You they talk on because clearly we get issues with production. If you say standards and stuff like that, have you CJ, say, okay, I come back to the industry, you don't begin work on the things in there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think. Of course, I am working on it right now.
Okay.
And um, you asked me a question about me being dormant for like four,
For a
five
while,
years
5 years,
ago.
yeah.
You understand? And part of that is because, you know, when we start the Artists for Peace Revolution, it's been huge. For me, I feel like personally, I feel like now my biggest accomplishment at the industry,
Okay.
in the entertainment industry ever what I don't do with every music and every other thing else. The Artists for Peace for me is special. So once it gets a point when I feel like I can use waiting I get as an artist for influence positive change in our society, using young artists as well as colleagues come together for promote peace, what we all know say a very crucial, in a salon. So once I go into the line of working with various NGOs, I feel like okay, let me follow this through and put some effort into it. So now they my attention be actually the 100%.
And your
You
attention
know,
be did it because nobody makes so much money. I understand
obviously.
that. And then during that process of making money, when I get artists them way when I work with. But at one point me day, you're aware and I'm aware, where some of the artists then even complain say when they cheat them money wise. You and Wahid. But Wahid, I'll America will talk to you on that one. Is it true for say waiting them is supposed to get? Then nobody get now practically una the head now, una be eat all the money.
Yeah, well, I think if one thing we the industry forgive credit to us with leadership, now the fact that ever since there's never been any issue
Okay.
within the Artists for Peace, we go public about people complaining, say we take the money or eat the money. Ever, ever, never. And we not ever get any division for money issue since 2007. I think that for be like kudos to us, for that long. And we try for manage them as much as we can. Everything that is for the artist goes to the artist. Not at any time we mess around with that. But sometimes in life, no matter how much you do, there are people that still we not go able for, we not go satisfy, we not go appreciate you. I'm doing M period and a lot of time when we take artists and go offline, take them go on shows, take them go on campaigns. It help a lot of young artists. Sometimes we go like 40, 50 artists.
Oh.
Help them, yeah, lots. We go like up to 40, 50 artists, take them right around the country, and coming back, those artists they able for do their album. Those artists they able for, pay
I think
for
they gain something
rent,
out
gain
of them.
something out of it, because the Artists for Peace actually is not. It's not a company we set up for make money. You are not a pay we money.
Okay.
You understand? They just they appreciate we, then give we honorarium for the
Okay.
effort we put
When I
together
put in.
for the country. That's it.
Okay.
never
So it's
been
still
a-
very much active.
Very,
like
very
so this
active.
upcoming elections now they do the same thing what I've
Obviously.
done they do for years.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
even though I know they who that you do work with now?
Well, I think the team is still around. We actually try for see how best the organization will be more like transformed into an NGO.
Okay, I don't
I
know
think
itself for
that's
do
the
now.
next step,
And
yeah.
then get more people. So you're not gonna meet the new school artists then.
It's obvious. Everybody's welcome. And in fact, for the past few years, the Artists for Peace they cater more for upcoming artists
Okay.
because we they give them a platform they follow the able for, and put them voice and then spread their talent out.
All right. With you, of course, there's a lot going on right now. I ask you that question in particular where you talk about quality, because like I say, ooh, they do research now, so it's not real talk. I don't say you don't really take your music to a whole different level. You don't really take for push because as CJ, even me as a fan, definitely I don't expect you to come back that CJ way how many years ago because
Yeah, that's true.
the air don't change and things like that. Um, that's part of the issue. You talk about quality, you talk about content and things like that. You feel saying that that make the new school, well, in other words, I would say the new school somewhat can take over now because they have quality, they have content, and then just they put music out there versus now because you guys are very particular. I know you guys. I'm very close with you guys. you're not gonna just come and pull two songs. You want for work on the album. You get for make sure say this song right.
Yeah.
You feel like for say the artists, them the new one, them upcoming artists, them not just because them just they release different songs and make then somewhat dominate on her. Because in other words, I think they're shining right now.
Yeah, well, I feel like, in response to that, I feel like there's a, there's a, for them, this extra zeal, you just the come up, you want for make your voice be hard. And it's more challenging or it's more difficult for established artists than now because people care about what you pull out. A young artist go pull anything and they're like, okay, Naim, you have no excuse.
Okay.
You understand? So you get for work very hard before you come out. And for me personally, I feel like if I have to come back again, it get for be something completely different.
Okay.
Something where go show say, okay, this not the direction where we need for go as an industry. Because I'm telling you, I mean, over the years, few weeks ago, I go Nigeria, and I did in Nigeria. I tried for see what's in the happen, and how I will get myself back into the music. One of the things where I come up with now the fact that for so long, we make very big songs in a salon, but they impact them over there.
Right.
And it's bad, but their own song,
Definitely didn't answer.
it just look as bad.
Right there, because I'll be right back after this.
Who knows what might happen tomorrow, next week, or even next year? But we do know that with Stacco Insurance, whatever the future brings, we'll be there when you need us most, with outstanding customer service and prompt payment of your claim. Fire, motor, general accident, marine, life and medical. For now and for tomorrow. Stacco Insurance, a passion for high standards.
Welcome back to Ellen Keister, the Real Talk Show. Of course, why did you miss my show? I'm here with the biggest artist, CeeJay Mark. It all lost, it don't go, but me, I don't go finna, I don't come back. Because we want to talk about Sierra Leone music. Prior to that, of course, if you just walked in, we don't talk about the old school, new school. Of course, now once we not even like at all. I just feel like for say, the industry for being mainstream. You will get hot song, blow. Big one gets, blow. Small one, it doesn't matter. It's about content. And of course, before we go, we just to talk about, you guys have been doing music for so long, but of course, another crossover. This summer, you do your own things different. I want, let me keep it apart today. What do you feel are some of the issues of why then your music is flowing versus how we only go out?
Yeah, well, I mean, before I use for things, say, I get for do it, patriotism because, then they push their own and reject other people and your own. But I think you don't go beyond that point because even the time that we embrace we own self well, 100%, it's still not able for, it's supposed for done all over Africa, but you not reach there. But the Ghana music, when the time of the Ghana music been calm, Ghana music was all over Africa. Ivorian music, all over Africa. Now it's Nigeria, South Africa, all over Africa. So there's a question we need for ask ourselves, like, waiting, not the reason for that. And for me, own, little finding and experience is, for me, I feel like we have to create content we go match the standard of West Africa in general, because Afrobeat now is in West Africa and Nigeria in particular. And the Nigerian music is world music. So we have to, in picture and in audio, we get for try for step up, make we reach the standard. So when the song blow ya, bam. Otherwise, you get for give the reason why so many artists get for go Nigeria go record, like what is happening now. So we need to do that and step up again. Yeah.
So what did this new government do? They create the entertainment office of entertainment board, embassy, whatever it is, envoy, ambassador. Wait, and choose as the ambassador. Are you part of it? Like you they work directly with Cal and trying to make a difference in the entertainment industry?
Yeah, well, I always they work with anybody, in support for make the industry change. That always be, me motive. So first of all, I think it's a good thing that we don't begin get an appointment from president, from the industry. We never happened before. That's one step, which means they don't take me serious. And I'm not saying they're not used for the take me serious before.
But now it's
they
on a
do.
different level.
You understand? We don't get support from previous government, but now official appointment. So which means in the future, you get past this. I think what we need for do now within we self, they don't begin recognize we need for recognize ourselves, acknowledge ourselves, and come
Because
together.
that's what I'm trying to say. Because the young one, either way they look up to now, and I notice the office it is struggle because Carl feels like you guys, always starts music, not they support him, and now you they say we get this, which is a good thing. You understand what I mean? So some of them think they are so we sitting at the issues. You actually don't care and go up to Ram like call Carl put and don't say, I know say but now so I feel as CeeJay na this XYZ. Have you done that?
Yeah, Kyle is my brother. Okay. We get a long history together since World of Society, and we always good.
Okay.
Always good. Even when you get an appointment, we get a couple of meetings, we talk, So, and in as much as all of that happen, the man get in office for run, and you get for respect time how we run in office, So I think I'm here, I'm ready anytime, as long as you get for make sure say the industry go before. Then I'm ready.
So if you wake up tomorrow and just call you say, CeeJay, I need you in this board member and everything else, you ready to do it? All right, nice. I guess that's a good story. Now we talk about the new CeeJay coming out. The Mr. Swagalomo, you're so excited, man. I like the fact for say you not be complacent, meaning, just feel say, okay, any pass on man, CeeJay, things like that. The way you talk about the quality, the content. This time around, a little birdie told me, yes, I hear everything. Even working at salone, you actually take your whole project and go work on Nigeria. With a grumble, but the Nigerians, of course, say the music they come in and things like that. But we the one for Gode. Why make you decide for Gode and do everything from audio, video, the album? Matter of fact, it is right now as we speak. You know what I mean? So why make you choose for do that instead of working with our producers?
Yeah, well, I don't the work with salon producers. My first album where I consider the way most people think that the best work I ever do. Now how we do everything. Although this new one for me is the best.
Let me be the judge.
Okay. That's what I said for me.
No, that's not for me. No. Let me be the judge.
But on a more serious note, okay. There most time from time to time, I'd go back and forth, work salon, work Nigeria. I've been big part of the SKP. Okay. We've been based in Nigeria, so that's how our staff will go Nigeria and come back. But when they've been signed, we do when they record. Okay. When they record it, most times what we can do with a start project now, take a day and go work on them. So ever since, don't get some kind of relationship with so many people in Yanda, don't get friends them. And now the music, African music is not like before. Okay. BT, Grammy, it's big. It's big, super big. And Nigeria are the hub of Afrobeat. Now then they cook them before they dish them out. So I feel like it's high time every artist and salon for begin think of taking that chance. If you get the opportunity, you take the chance and go try and see. Maybe that will go restore the industry back or bring some kind of respect. When people see you do things compared to the likes of the big names in Africa, then that will help you in a way. So now waiting kind of in mind for that long at the industry for over 10, 15 years, you keep doing the same thing. So I feel like let me see what I go do, it will be different from what I used to do before. And I want to get a different result. And getting different results, you need to
try different things.
Exactly.
So now they're saying, my chocolate love, CeeJay, on a more of the accents, Niger, CeeJay with the carry.
No.
I just want to know because when you go to Nigerian producers, of course, then they help because even producers they want to help the artists. A lot of times, most of the songs recorded in Nigeria then gets the Nigerian accent, but pass with salone accent. I make her they ask, say, would they expect that typical Creole CeeJay or
Yeah, well, it go be a song from Sierra Leone and an African vibe.
Okay.
You understand, with our Afrobeat vibe. I know ever, because even Chocolate Love was recorded in Nigeria.
Okay.
You understand? So for me, I feel like no matter whatever music you decide for, the identity matters. I want every salon, wherever you day, you listen and say, okay, this is my brother.
Okay.
You understand? And then they go tell based on between the words and where you put inside it, where you go clear, show your identity. So basically, it go be Sierra Leonean song with Afrobeat vibe.
So now EP they release on an old album. They
I
release.
started with an EP, but I don't extend it to an
They
album.
extend that to album.
Yeah.
Imagine, so you be just a cook and stuff. The first single, when we expect the first single?
Obviously, this month.
This one definitely. Let me they play on first. I'm letting you know down there. What about the album though? I mean, when you plan for release the album?
Well, the album is ready, but we're still working on some pictures. Okay. We're still working on pictures.
Videos,
we get more videos ready, So once that is ready, then we go put a date for it. But we'll look at the end of this year, or most likely early next year.
Okay. What are some of the producers that we're now working on? Big names producers? You do any collaboration with the Nigerians or not just CeeJay?
Yeah, well basically I work with different producers. Then at some point I've been for work with on a song. I work with 3 different producers on a song. Then for mix and master the song, we mix different places to get the best. We're just looking, of how we can get the best. Where we go up for push, for matchup with between the happen there, because we as a team we just believe say you not get a chance if create the content we go match. That's the first thing. Whatever happen now is up to faith and God. So we've done that. We work with different producers anyway.
Okay, so different producers. Yeah. And you mentioned earlier, you say this is like your best work ever. I hope so you not disappoint we. Because we, the fans, we're waiting. We look forward to so many things from you guys, because at the end of the day, you still get some of we where they say salon music is not so the same anymore. And of course, one way we they born now, we come after they don't even know some of now. You understand what I mean? Because they're young, they know the new school and things like that. Even though I'm not saying like new school, old school, things like that. But I do look forward to the album. I'm looking forward to so many things. But you mentioned spreading the music though. I hope say once you release these songs with all this time, effort, money that you've put in, you not plan for just make it just dinner salon, right? Yeah. What are some of the strategies that you don't put in place for sell your music outside of Sierra Leone? Besides the production where you do that, you can do production like we see Chocolate Love, now they do them, but it was in Sierra Leone. It did not cross. Yeah. So what do you get for do different with this one?
Yeah, well, at the moment, we set up a team in Nigeria. We're going to in charge of promotion, because the thing is, it's funny how most times you get for mention Nigeria, but the actual fact is that's where everything starts for Afrobeat. Now, once your music able for make a wave, then that's it. It's everywhere. So we set up a team there, and right now we are working on strategies to see how we go approach, and the channel we go use for spread the content out there. And we're also working on websites and a couple of other things no more, just for a change.
Okay, but the name CeeJay stays the same.
Yeah, it's CeeJay Mark.
CeeJay Mark. Yeah. So whenever I forget, CeeJay, I'm just kidding. I want to wish you all the best, but exclusive. You're not going to left here so without, drop the new song. Whether you want for doing a snippet, whether you want for releasing the whole song. And the video, you get to watch it here first.
Them say soup sweet, nah, money kill 'em. Love not to buy force. Love is blind. I be know, I for don't give you what you want. If I be know, I never left you, baby. If I be know, I for don't give you what you need, yeah. Love sweet like banana, it tastes like honey, and I don't want no wahala. I just want love, my baby. Yeah, love sweet like banana, it tastes like honey, and I don't want no wahala. I just want love somebody. I don't want no drama. I don't want wahala. I don't want no drama. I don't want palava. If I tell me make I know. If I tell me one time go. If I tell me make I know. If I be know, I never left you, baby. If I be know, I for don't give you what you want. If I be know, I never left you, baby. If I be know, I for don't give you what you need, yeah. Love sweet like banana, it tastes like honey, and I don't want no wahala. I just want love, my baby. Yeah, love sweet like banana, it tastes like honey, and I don't want no wahala. I just want love somebody. Call me CeeJay Marcus, call me CeeJay Marcus.
But anyways, I've missed your voice. I love your voice. I want to hear your voice. And also chocolate love around. Don't say that around it. This new one, where I happen for know the name as well. If can you just drop it for me, please?
If them say soup sweet na money kill 'em. Love not to buy fools. And love is blind, but I can see it in your eyes. Okay, that's it.
That's it. Really? Anyways, check out the video. CeeJay, thank you so much. Thank you for coming here today. You know, I know say don't tell where you come out and talk, and I'm glad you're able to clarify, some few things. And I wish you all the best. You know, we're here. We're here to support. We're here to push. Make sure you don't get complacent. Just push. We didn't mark you word. You say this is your best work ever project.
Watch out,
If it's
watch
not,
out.
I'm coming back.
Watch out.
I'm
Mark
coming.
my word.
And when you come back and say, CeeJay, you lied. We like the first one. No, but all the same, the era don't change. Things have changed. So
Exactly.
I don't think they would expect that same CeeJay. Would expect a new version of CeeJay Mark. Nobody leaves my set without getting a really, really nice gift. This is really special. I don't want to say what's this one come, but anyways, thank you so much for meeting you with love.
Thank you very, very much. I really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
this,
Make sure you frame and do what you
course
get
I
for
will.
do. Yes,
Thank
and bluff
you.
with on social media as well.
Of course.
Because I'll be watching.
I will.
I don't want to go. It's been fun with CeeJay. Look out for him. Follow his social media handles. Of course, the music share. I'm not, just share. I'm not begin just focus. And the Nigerians as well, just support our own, It's talking about the old school, new school. I think, we're already to the point where we for really squash that. It's about who's creating content, who's doing good music. It's all about quality sells, and things like that, and push Sierra music to another level. I've been your host today, Keister. Till next week.